Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Fortunate Creations and another episode of Coffee with Kim. So I would like to officially unveil the new coffee cup. How fun is that? So I am in the process of, I've got about 10 of them made up right now. I'm in the process of making more. I will have them on my Etsy store by the end of the week. So if you would like a Be Creative Coffee with Kim mug, by the end of the weekend, you should be able to have them. Also, remember, don't forget, remember to watch episode 30 because that has, it has something to do with the mug of the month. And these will be the mugs that are given away for the mug of the month. So you can't win it if you're not in it. Sorry, I got probably cat hair because that's a staple in my house. So anyway, isn't that fun? It might be a little crooked. Let me just tell you, by the time you print out the stickers, peel off all the stuff, it's not easy to get it straight on the mug. I know if I buy one of those mug things, it'll probably do it for me, and I'm probably going to end up doing it. But for right now, it's a labor of love. So in case you don't know, in case this is your first time, I'm sorry. I just started talking to you like you're one of my friends that have been hanging out with me for a month. This is a channel where we talk about everything to do with crafting. So if you like any kind of crafting at all, hang out. We're going to talk about it eventually. I dabble in everything, and if there's a new craft I haven't tried yet, I'm going to try it. So eventually we'll get there. So hang out, subscribe if you like the video at the end, give me a thumbs up, you know, all those fun YouTube things. So yesterday, the official announcement in our meeting, in our company meeting, that I was retiring. That was the most stressful meeting I've ever been in because I knew and the two bosses knew, but I didn't know when they were going to announce it. That's really good coffee. So, sorry, this is bothering me. I need to put it all the way in the screen so you can see it. There you go. So the whole meeting, I keep thinking to myself, when's he going to do it? When's he going to do it? And then finally at the end, you know, he's like, I have a bittersweet announcement. And I was surprised, like a couple people cried. I didn't think they liked me that much, but whatever. And then of course I cried because I cry at everything. I literally cry all the time. Like at the drop of the hat. It's weird. I get mad at myself, but it is what it is at that point. So yeah, I got a lot of hugs. I got a lot of congratulations. I got a lot of texts and emails and phone calls and company instant message and stuff like that. So it was really neat. So on to what we're doing now. More crafting, more crocheting. So I'm telling you, you guys are brilliant. This is why I put this stuff out there so I can get ideas back. Working on the dog bed, the portable dog bed. Why not just roll it up? Perfect. So I'm going to change it to, instead of folding it up like a bag, you can roll it up, put the thing around it and make that a handle. So I'm working on that. Side note, making tutorials is tough. Wow. So right now I'm in the process of a tutorial for one of my subscribers, and I'm so sorry, I meant to look you up beforehand and give you a shout out, and I'm so terrible. I can't remember, and I was doing so many things I forgot. But anyway, Brilliant said that with the Addy, I could make draft things to go at the base of the door. Brilliant. So I'm like, okay, I can do that. So I'm doing the tutorial of that. I've got it finished. Now it takes forever because I have to take it from my iPad. I upload it to my photos on the cloud, and then I download it to my laptop. And then I have a program in my laptop that helps me create the videos. So I have to piece that all so I have to download it from my download file onto this program, and then I have to piece them all together, and whoo, my head's spinning. I don't blame you if I lost you on that one, because it's a lot. So I am in the process of that. It's actually loading right now, so hopefully. Another thing, remember Creepy, the head that used to hide back here? I actually have a job for her. Creepy is now my my head model. There she is. Hi, Creepy. Oh, I forgot to paint the back of her. Well, that's okay. We'll just keep her facing this way. See a little birthmark I gave her? Anyway, I put the button on. So this one is complete. I'm going to put this one in my Etsy store. And, hi, Creepy. And it'll be available this weekend. Everything's this weekend. But then remember, the baby shower's this weekend. So everything will be this weekend after the baby shower. And I still don't know what I'm wearing to the baby shower. I'm freaking out. I don't know. Be creative, right? Be creative in my outfit. I actually went to 2 Salvation Armies yesterday looking for a dress. Nothing jumped out at me. You see, with dresses, it has to be hanging there and scream, perfect dress, or I won't wear it. I'm not a dress person. Once I put it on, I'm very comfortable and I'm fine with it. It's just that, I don't know. It's just that, hey, you should wear a dress. And the rest of me is like, no. But I think I have one in my closet. It's a wrap dress. Excuse me. It's more of a light summer dress, but if I put this over it, it'll kind of be dressed up and kind of a little dressed down. And I've got my mom's butterfly pin on here. So tell Amanda that Grammy, tell my daughter that Grammy will be at the shower with us. So I'm having also a little bit of a dilemma packaging the presents without wrapping the presents. So we're not wrapping them. So it's going to be a gift table where you set everything out and everybody can walk by and see it, I guess. I've never done it. I love the idea because then you're not making that stupid hat that she has to wear at the end, which she would kill me if I made her do that. Sorry for the slurp. That was loud. So that's the thing I'm getting used to. But you know what? And then I do have another box of stuff that's quite literally just stuff I know she's going to need that I'm not going to bring to the shower. I'm just going to put it in the back of the Jeep and I'll put it in her husband's Jeep at the end of it and they can just take it home. It's just stuff. It's onesies and more diapers and bibs and just stuff I know she's going to need. So I actually, I can't. I was going to show you, but I can't because what if she watches? So I don't know if she does, but what if she does? I don't want to ruin it. So there's that. So I'm trying to get myself organized. I'm reading this book. Well, I'm listening to this book. Full disclosure, the book is written by my nephew. And it's about a year old, maybe a little bit more. And I'd never really paid attention to it. Like I was like, oh, cute, you wrote a book. Now that I'm doing this, now that I'm trying to be on YouTube and have an Etsy store and have a side hustle, I'm reading his book and it's called From Side Hustle to Main Hustle to Millionaire. And I'm going to put a link to this book in the description because I'm telling you, even if you don't want to start your own business, even if you're not, there's so many life tips in here. Not crazy ones. Just a good example is dress for success. Don't wear pajamas to the store. You know what I mean? Just always carry yourself the way you want them to perceive you. Sure, everybody has down days, but if you're going somewhere where you know you care what people think, dress like it. Plain and simple. Simple things like that. Simple things like if your world is cluttered, you're not going to be able to unclutter your thoughts either. So I'm loving this book. I'm only on, instead of chapters, he calls them lessons. I'm only on lesson 7, but I did listen to lesson 4 twice because I loved it so much. I'm impressed. I mean, I'm impressed. I will send you a link to the book just because, I mean, it has nothing, I don't get anything from it. I'm sure he does. Obviously, he's selling the book, but I'll send you a link to the book. I got mine on my Audible account, and my nephew himself, it's Ryan Scribner, my nephew himself reads the book, narrates the book. So not only am I listening to the book in my car, I find myself like conversing back to it. And then I'm like, oh, wait, or agreeing with him or commenting. It's funny because I catch myself. I'm like, he can't hear you, but smart kid. I've already implemented a few of his ideas into my life. I love it. I love it. Even if I wasn't trying to do this as my side hustle, there's a lot of great things and a lot of stuff I didn't know about him. Like the jobs he had when he was younger and stuff like that, and how he's just so smart. I'm very impressed. It's like another look at somebody I've known, you know, forever. And it's another look at how he is. And it's awesome. So anyway, if you have time, it's called From Side Hustle to Main Hustle to Millionaire. I'll put the link in there, in the description. Is it? Yeah, in the description box. I'll put that in there because it's cool. What else? I've got notebooks everywhere. So what I'm trying to do is, now that I'm going to be retired, excuse me, I really apologize. But now that I'm going to be retired, I don't want to wake up on a day and be like, okay, what do I have to do today? So I'm making myself a calendar that every day on Monday I do this, every day on Tuesday I do this, Wednesday, Thursday, blah, blah, blah. I also have a line of things you do every day, like check your email, check your bank account, respond to comments, check the Etsy store, see if you have any orders, stuff like that. So I'm trying to get myself in a routine. And I'm using, remember that Rocket notebook I told you about? The Rocket book. So it's pretty much a dry erase. There it is, if you want to look it up. I don't know, you can go to rocketbook.com or whatever. But anyway, I like it because my thoughts go da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and instead of wasting paper, I write it here. Once I'm done with it, I wipe it off and I start over. So I have a few of these. They really help keep me organized. I tried the lists on my phone. I tried the lists on, what's her name? Alexa. I tried a list on all of that stuff. And I just never remember to check it. But if I have this, I've mentioned before my obsession with office supplies. I love them. I love office supplies. So this is right up my alley. Ooh, I get to write in a notebook and it keeps me organized. So that's good with that. Someone did ask me, sorry, I'm looking over here. Again, subject change. I do apologize. I will work on that. Trying to do an outline of what my coffee with Kim should be. But again, like I've mentioned before, this is kind of just like sitting here having coffee with me. I'll look at something and be like, oh, da-da-da-da. Oh, a squirrel. But getting back to the tutorials, somebody asked me to show them how I make these mugs on my Cricut machine. I'm not good enough at it yet. What I want to do is read cover to cover the booklet about this machine so I can learn more before I start talking about it, because if I don't know enough, why am I telling other people stuff? So I want to make sure I know enough. I mean, I know how I make these, but I'm pretty sure it's not the textbook way other people do it. So, or else it wouldn't be, because this one, you can see it's spaced wrong. So this prints out as one piece, but when I put it on here, it kept getting crooked and so I cut it and I put them all on 3 different pieces. So there's got to be easier ways, and until I find the easier ways, I'm not going to share the ways I do it. So that's a little peek into the process behind here. So I honestly, I do have to thank you all for your support and your well wishes and all of that. Very exciting time. So it's also terrifying, but but I love it. You know, it gives me a chance to focus on fun stuff and stuff I can and stuff I can make and create. Like I said, some of the stuff I come out with, you look at it and you're like, what are you thinking? And then other things come out really cool. So I'll be sharing all that stuff with you. We'll be learning together, like weaving. I do actually use that, though. I use it as the mug rug. So on the kitchen table, I set it down so my coffee cup. So it is functional. It's not beautiful, but it's functional. And hopefully I'll learn a little bit more. I have the new, actually I have the weaving. I have everything I need. I'm just not doing it. I'm going to be honest. So I'm just putting it off because I didn't really love it. So I will get back to it. I just got to check off all the other things. And then I just got an order for a baby blanket, like I told you yesterday. So I've got to get that in the rotation. I'm thinking I'm going to do a granny square blanket because they're easier. And they're still just as pretty. I don't know. There's a lot. So every time, and I'm getting to the point now where I'm like, stop, finish that, then go on to that. I'm trying to do that. Instead of, I just did it this morning. So I do that subscribe and save from Amazon where you order all your basics and you save money on it because you order a lot of them at once. And I just got that shipment. And of course it comes in this ginormous box and so much in there. So yesterday I drag it in the house, and I know that most of it goes in the rooms. I have utility rooms in the back and then the bathrooms. So I know that most of it's going back there. So I set it on the sink in the bathroom. And I opened it up and there were also paper plates in there. So I left the box in the bathroom. I grabbed the paper plates. I go into the kitchen to put them away. And then of course I see something else. And so I sit down and I start doing that. And then I see something else. And and then I get an email pop up. And then I'm like, ah. So that is why I have my notebook of do things in order, one thing at a time, finish it. Obviously you're going to have interruptions, but I got to get my, it's like a freight train right now. Is it a freight train? It's more like a tilt-a-whirl. That's it. My brain's a tilt-a-whirl right now. But it's fun in here. I'm glad you're sharing it with me. All right. Well, I have to run to the post office this morning, and then I've got to go into the office. Still helping them. They did ask me for 2 extra weeks. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but you know, they're great people. So I'm going to do what I can to help them while my brain is already on to my next chapter. I'm going to try to sit and help them as much as I can. So anyway, here we go. Ready? Thank you for joining Coffee with Kim. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notifications so you know whenever I put up a video. Check out the description box. I'm going to have a lot of links in there, including ones to the book I was talking about, link to my Etsy store. I did start a thing called Buy Me a Cup of Coffee. You don't really have to buy me a cup of coffee, but I'd love it if you did. Anyway, there's a link to that in there. And I think that's everything. Share the video if you wouldn't mind, so that people that might not have me pop up in their feed, they'll be able to see the video. We are up to, drum roll, we are up to 385 subscribers. Very exciting. So anyway, give me all the fun likes and clicks and subscribes, and be creative. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.